Hey everyone, Andrea from Summit Valley Soap here. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you how I made this beautiful soap. It's a wine soap made with homemade pineapple wine. Once again, my friend Steve came through with this gorgeous bottle of wine, and I'm going to pair it with this Aztec pineapple fragrance oil. They should be perfect for each other. I have my oils ready to go. I'm adding sodium lactate. That helps the soap harden a little quicker and lets me get it out of the mold easier. My mica colorant I'm using is Taxi Cab by Mad Micas. Anytime I do a single color soap, I like to just toss it in once I have my oils ready to go, and that seems to be a really easy way to evenly disperse it. I'm going to go ahead and put my gloves on. Safety first, we're getting ready to work with lye. And lye is no joke. Fragrance goes in. And let me blend this up a little bit. This is a new blender I have. It's a manual hand blender. It's a really nice alternative to electric. Because it's so open, I don't get a lot of air bubbles, and I really do think it helps slow trace down a little bit. Adding my lye solution now. I'll start to blend this up, and we're down to just one more ingredient, our wine, the star of the show here. Now, because I do the wine into the oil method, I have to use water earlier in the process. So I do boil my wine down. I reduce it by half. I do that so I get more bang for my buck, basically, because I do have to give away some of the wine to the water earlier on. I feel like reducing it by half gives me more of those great wine properties for less volume. Now, this fragrance and recipe moved really slow, and that is exciting. You know, from my other videos, I'm always complaining about things moving too fast. Here we are 24 hours later. This is a new mold. I got this from Honeydew Molds off Etsy. In the description below, I'll put a link. This was such a bargain and a really nicely made mold. Check them out if you need a soap mold. I'm a tiny Etsy shop, and I'm all about helping out other tiny Etsy shops. I also got a multi-cutter, which you've probably seen on some of my other videos. It only cuts 13 inches. And this one is way longer than that, so I have to cut it with a knife first before we can run it through that multi-cutter. Because I upscaled, I had to change my whole video setup, so sometimes you'll see my head pop in there. I'm still adjusting, still learning. But hey, we'll get it right. This multi-cutter I also got off Etsy. Again, check out the description. I'll put a link to it. It's really nicely made. Stores flat, which I really appreciate. And it really is nice to just kind of cut them all at once, and they're all the exact same size. It's perfect. These are smelling really good. I love pineapple. It's one of my favorite fruits, and the scent is wonderful. And this fragrance oil is pretty true. It didn't smell really artificial or anything, just kind of smells like a juicy pineapple, which is exactly what I was going for. I'm gonna let these sit about 24 hours, and then the next day I'll come in and bevel them. I find that if I wait about a day, they bevel really nicely. If you try to bevel or plain soap too early, sometimes it'll kind of smear a little bit. It gets really messy. Well, these turned out great. And I have to say, I really love making these homemade wine soaps. I made the homemade pear wine back in the winter. It smelled wonderful, looked wonderful, the recipe was great, and you guys loved it. You bought it all. And I have made another batch of that will be available in my Etsy shop here in just a few weeks. And then this pineapple wine soap will be available around March 1st. So do check out my Etsy shop. I'm Summit Valley Soap on Etsy. Find me on Facebook and Instagram. Be sure to like and subscribe here. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.